What's going on, all my Toshi holders? So, I apologize. I was meaning to do a lot of these updates on Toshi, on the price action, on the charts. And then 2 days ago, I got like the worst flu that I've had in like 10 years. So, I went down, right? Like, just absolutely destroyed me. But I've still been following the charts. We've been doing some magnificent stuff here. And the reason being is a lot of the crypto and altcoins and tokens and memes haven't really been doing anything. Now, not to say that Toshi's just been screaming to the upside, but the trading volume has held true. And what it's doing is actually putting in a very good floor for a potential pop, right? So we all know that we had that big massive run up and then we pulled all the way back down. What we're looking at here is a 4-hour time frame. When we pulled all the way back down, I was kind of putting on my Twitter that this is a good potential load zone, right? So the load zone that I was looking for was between 12 and 11, okay? That rebuy spot was between 12 and 11, and we actually came as low as nines, right? And this would have been a great spot to kind of get in on. I just wasn't even on the charts to see it. I loaded up some more at tens, and then we kind of had that little pop towards 15s once more, and then we pulled back. But what we're doing right now is very, very bullish. So I've got a few things on my chart. I've got a strong buy zone. Again, this buy zone is wide, so just bear with the chart, okay? Like because of the extensive run up, this buy zone is going to be a little bit wide just due to a lot of supporting price is down in this range. But this is a good thing. You want to see a lot of demand, and we have demand between 7 all the way up to around 10. So if you could manage, if it does pull back, anything between 7 and 10, it's, you want to buy more. 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 Okay? Now, I've got this trend line on this 4-hour chart. I've got 2 touch points here. This is very significant. So the bottoming out here, bounce, and the pullback is a 2 touch point trend line. Okay? This second pullback is also what's called a higher low, meaning that it didn't close below that prior swing low, which is bullish. And I also have a downwards trend line, 2 touch points, you see? And we also, within the last hour, have broken through this trend line. Now, does that mean that we're not coming back down? Absolutely not. It can. But what I'm saying is, what we would like to see is to get a definitive push over 13. Right now, the price of 13 seems to be kind of that sell wall. Okay, there seems to be a little resistance right there at that 13s. If we start to close over 13s on an hourly candle, okay, you're going to see probably a very quick push up into 14, 15. Okay, and what I would like to see is when we do pull back again, that 13 becomes the new floor, the same way that around 10 and 11 did. Okay, right here. That's going to be a nice staircase. Okay, so what you want to see is you want to see this break. And once we put in this break towards those 15s, when we do pull back, you want to see this become the new floor, consolidate, and then you want to push up going this way, right? And you want to see the same kind of pattern repeat itself. So all in all, your best buy opportunity is down in this range. So if you are holding your bags now, just continue to hold them, right? Just continue to hold them. I wouldn't really want to be buying on the way up. You want to be selling on the way up. And again, I have no intentions of selling mine until we at least take out these most recent highs. I'm not going to sell the entire bag that I've got. I'm just going to take a little bit of profits once we get up into that 1 billion market cap, for sure. Now, where could we potentially go from here, right? So some of you guys may be wondering, is it too late? It's not too late. Like if you want to start your bag here, you can definitely start it here. Just don't get all scared, right? Like I don't need a bunch of scaredy cats. Like if you buy at 12 and you're back down at 10, like relax. Like the shit hasn't even started yet, right? So again, just start adding on the dips. But if you want to start a bag here, start a bag here. For sure, I mean, it's an easy 2x double up, right? It's an easy 2x double up from here, just if we get back into this prior range. If we talk about market caps, again, we're sitting right now at 525. So it's a 1x from here. It's a double up on your money when we get to that billion. And the trade volume right now is supporting anywhere between a $3 and $7 billion market cap, right? So that could be anywhere between 3 and 7x, right? From here. Now, again, can it explode? Can it do, a sheep type of move? Absolutely. How long is that going to take to happen? We don't know yet, right? We don't know. But just again, the chart is looking pretty strong. Now, if we do something like this, where it fails to kind of get back up and test these most recent highs, and it fails to kind of test this 15 area, if it doesn't do that, and it starts to pull back down, and it does break this trend line, I have a pretty strong feeling that it comes somewhere between 7 and 8. Okay, somewhere between 7 and 8, which is going to be in this range here. That's going to be another loading opportunity. I have no problem loading more here, because if it does pull back here, that would be a double bottom test, right? It'd be a 2 test point here at that support. I also have this whole firm area here as an area of demand. So if it does back test, creating this double bottom, then from here, I would look for the nice run up to start happening. But this is going to be probably, I would assume, probably your last point to load at those prices. Okay, if that scenario happens. That, again, that scenario is this scenario, right? If we come down here, that's probably going to be your last opportunity to load at those prices between 7 and 9, 7 and 10. Because I think from there, it's going to do something like this, right? And then it'll do that all in one run, and it will take out those highs, and it will probably stretch to that $1.52 billion market cap. And from there, you're going to want to be selling on that way up, right? Again, depends on what your goals are. But those are two scenarios in how you can play it out, right? So again, this is what we're looking at. It's very bullish. We are breaking this downwards trend line. We are holding a higher low trend line to the upside, and we're breaking that resistance trend line that we had kind of pinning us down. What we want to see is we want to see some consolidation. But what I mainly want to focus on here is getting that price to start closing above 13s. Because if we start closing above 13s, we're going to set a new floor in this area, right? So right now this is acting as resistance, but we want to set a new floor above 13. So when we do pull back like we did here and we did here, we're pulling back to 13s and holding for the next move higher. Makes sense? Again, if you guys want to keep updated on this, definitely subscribe to my channel. I trade futures, I trade stocks and options. But again, I'm more than happy to cover this chart with you guys on a day in and day out basis. It's a little bit outside of my realm. So for those of my, my followers who have been with me for a long time, you guys are going to be like, what the hell is this guy doing? He's talking about crypto. Well, it's just this one play for now. And again, depending on the interest and, where people are at, I'll definitely cover more charts. But for right now, we're going to cover this one and kind of see, what we can do with it. And see if we can at least get a nice little profit off of this. Again, I'm holding pretty strong here, pretty heavy, got some heavy bags on this, so we're gonna definitely see. I did take profits though when we did run up here, and then I did reload down here, so not too bad. I'm not disappointed in how I played that, because I was definitely in before the run up on Coinbase started. So this whole move here was highly lucrative, and then adding back down here on the dip the first time was is, as of now, is proving to be a pretty good load spot. Again, only time will tell if I could have got a better deal, but if I could have got a better deal down here towards 7 and 8s, I will definitely continue to reload. With that being said, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you guys like it, and I'll see all of you guys on the next one.